Hi, my name is Riley Ransberg, and in just a few minutes, I will explain why assisted suicide should be legal in the United States. In a society that values individual autonomy and the alleviation of unnecessary suffering, the debate surrounding assisted suicide has become increasingly relevant. The United States lags behind other countries in allowing terminally ill patients the right to choose when and how they will end their own lives. As stated by the Yale Journal of Biology and Medicine, this type of assistance has been provided as early as the 1900s. In the early 1900s, advocates argued forcefully for legalizing euthanasia, which was already being secretly practiced in the US. This lack of legislation not only infringes upon patients' autonomy, but also prolongs their suffering needlessly. Patient autonomy and dignity are fundamental principles that should be respected in all aspects of healthcare. Allowing individuals to make informed decisions about their own bodies is a basic human right, and denying them this choice goes against the very foundation of personal freedom. By legalizing assisted suicide, we can empower patients to maintain control over their final days, preserving their dignity and sense of self determination. Furthermore, legalizing assisted suicide would also reduce unnecessary suffering for terminally ill patients. Many individuals endure excruciating pain and loss of quality of life as they near death, with no hope for recovery or relief. In the realm of healthcare ethics, patient autonomy and dignity are paramount considerations. As stated by Esther B., choosing the right to assisted suicide would be a final exercise of autonomy for the dying. It is essential that individuals have the right to make decisions about their own bodies and lives, particularly when facing terminal illness or unbearable suffering. Allowing assisted suicide would uphold these values by granting individuals the autonomy to choose when and how they wish to end their own lives. By legalizing assisted suicide in the United States, we would be affirming the inherent dignity of each person, recognizing their right to make choices that align with their own values and beliefs. Furthermore, denying individuals access to assisted suicide can often lead to a loss of dignity as they are forced to endure unnecessary suffering and prolonged pain. When patients are faced with terminal illness or debilitating conditions, that severely impacts their quality of life. It is cruel to deny them the option of a peaceful death on their own terms. Allowing assisted suicide would provide patients with a sense of control over their circumstances and enable them to die with dignity, surrounded by loved ones rather than in agony or despair. One of the most compelling arguments for the legislation of assisted suicide in the United States is the reduction of unnecessary suffering. Many terminally ill patients endure immense pain and suffering in their final days, often with no hope of recovery or relief. By allowing individuals to make the choice to end their lives with medical assistance, we can alleviate this unnecessary suffering and provide a compassionate option for those who are facing unbearable pain and anguish. The current legal restrictions on assisted suicide force many terminally ill patients to endure prolonged suffering as they wait for nature to take its course. This not only prolongs their physical pain, but also adds to their emotional distress as they struggle with feelings of helplessness and loss of dignity. Legalizing assisted suicide would offer these individuals a sense of control over their own destinies, allowing them to make informed decisions about how they want to end their lives in a peaceful and dignified manner. When looking at the legal side of things, it is very possible that we could see a legalization of assisted suicide. Per the AMA Journal of Ethics, the High Court ruled that such laws were not unconstitutional. That ruling, however, did not make physician assisted suicide a crime throughout the land. It declared rather that legalizing or criminalizing physician assisted suicide was a matter of states' rights, that is, a matter for each state to decide for itself. Overall, the legalization of assisted suicide is a humane and ethical choice that aligns with the values of autonomy, compassion, and respect for human dignity. It is time for the United States to recognize the importance of this issue and take steps towards providing terminally ill patients with the choice and control that they deserve in their final moments.